Hey, this is Elle from Healing with Elle. I would like to today talk about the topic of emotional abuse in relationships because this is a very common and very, I would say, important topic to highlight these days because there is many women out there who suffer emotional abuse in relationship and do not have enough strength or even enough energy to get out of the toxic relationship. But I'm here to tell you from my own personal experience that you can heal, you can get out of there. You just need to trust your intuition, believe in yourself, and do the first step. And the first step is, even though it's very difficult and hard, but it's the clue to get out of the toxic relationship, to just get out of there, go no contact with the abuser. That would help you so much in terms of recovery and gaining your confidence back. So this would be the first step. I would highly recommend you, if you see some toxic traits in the relationship and you see that the abuser is not getting better or even improving, the best you can do is just leave. And the best is to leave when the abuser doesn't know or is not at home, because he could impede you from leaving the house, or he can tell you all the beautiful stories like, oh, I'm going to change, I'm very sorry, I love you, and all of these beautiful things that you want to hear. But in 3 days you can see that his behavior didn't really get better, and he's still the same abusive person that he used to be. So the best you can do is, if you don't really have any kids with a narcissist, I would highly recommend you to go no contact, to delete him from Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media, and try to focus, after you leave the relationship, on yourself. You need to heal because you just overcome a lot of trauma in the relationship. Of course, it was a traumatic experience for you and your body, so your body and your soul needs to recover. And what I mean by recover, you need a time to meditate, reflect about your life, to read some motivating books. Like when I was overcoming this traumatic experience in my last breakup, what I found useful was watching the videos and reading inspirational books from Louise Hay. She's amazing. She gives you this positive affirmation and quotes in her books that would uplift your mood. Listen to the binaural beats or something like that, these good motivating meditations where they can actually tell you all of these affirmations which are so positive and uplifting, and I can guarantee it will switch your mood from down to a bit higher. And that's even a progress when just your mood slightly goes up, because then you're getting stronger. I would highly recommend you to meditate at least 2 times per day if it's possible, because that's the best what you can do, to calm your mind and kind of like organize your own thoughts in your head. Then I would recommend you to focus on some stretching or doing yoga. I know if you are depressed or feel very down, you don't feel like doing any very high energetic cardio, but I would recommend you to do at least something like maybe some stretching, or yoga is amazing, like where you can stretch different parts of your body, and that actually signals to your brain and makes you feel more energized, and trust me, you'll feel better. or go for a walk. It's so simple as it sounds, but even like 10-minute walk, a brisk walk, can do amazing things. Like what I would mainly do when I felt very low on energy, I even lost like 10 kilos when I was going through this very hard time after I broke up with my ex. I became a single divorced mom. I was 26 years old and I didn't know what the heck I should do with my life. So I remember walking very briskly, and pushing the pram, with my baby. And what I would firstly do is like going for half an hour walks with him, pushing the trolley. Well, not a trolley, a pram. Sorry for my English. I'm not a native, but anyways, and it was great. It was great because I got out from the house, my baby was outside, and I got some exercise in. And that was the time where I actually was reflecting about my life. I kind of like got calmer because I did some exercise. I was breathing the fresh air, and when I came back, I just felt so much better. So I decided to walk at least twice per day for 1 hour, and it made a huge change in my life. So in general, I recognize you be stretching, brisk walk, and then later on do the high intensity cardio training if it works for you. I really like these high intensity trainings because you feel so energetic and you burn so many calories, and you feel just energized in general. So do that once you go into another level of healing, that you feel a bit more energized, or go for a run. That's amazing tip as well. But apart from the exercise, I would recommend you to read this literature as I previously mentioned. For example, the book from Meredith Miller called The Journey is amazing, and Psychopath Free. Psychopath Free is like a Bible for everyone who overcame emotional abuse in relationship with a narcissist or psychopath. He went through the narcissistic abuse by some psychopath, and he gives you also some hints and tips how to recover, what to focus on, and in general it's a really motivating book. Okay, so in terms of the books, there is plenty of more, but I would have to talk like even for 1 hour to explain you the rest of the literature. But this was like a basic for me that really helped me. Apart from that, there is so many inspirational coaches out there. I have to highlight, and I'm really grateful to Meredith Miller from Inner Integration Channel, because she opened my eyes. She helped me to realize that I was stuck in the emotional abuse, I was stuck in the narcissistic abuse, and she made me realize that I need to quit that relationship, even though it was difficult at that time. But she's just very, very good and inspirational. She has been through a lot as well in her life, but she has a gift to motivate people to get better and move on, in their lives, which is amazing. And thanks to her and her book, I decided to work on myself, on my self-care, and I got out from the abusive relationship. Apart from that, I would like to also tell you that as a single mom, it was not easy for me. Of course, it's difficult for everyone in general, even if you're not a mom or dad. But if you're a mother, it's a bit harder to work on yourself and your self-improvement. So what I did, once I gained a little bit of more energy, and if my baby was sleeping during the night quite well, I woke up 1 hour in advance before him, or 2 hours, let's say at 6 a.m., or 5 a.m. I did some meditation, yoga, or whatever exercise I felt like doing. And it was amazing because I did some self-care before my son woke up, and I just felt my whole day was much more productive. I felt better and inspired to do more activities during the day, and I was more present. I became to uh, I would say I became a better mother for my son because I focused also on my self-care, and that's so important for all the mothers in general, not only single mothers, but that would be a different topic. But if you're a single divorced mom going through this hard time, know that you're not alone. There is plenty of single moms who have been through horrible emotional, even a physical abuse in relationship, and they did manage to get through that. It's not easy. It's a journey. It's a sometimes very difficult journey, but know that you're not alone, that there is so many groups even on internet that you can join, like about some single moms who went through this abuse and who share their experience. And you can use your even traumatic experience, what happened to you, to as a way to find your purpose in life, to share your experience, to maybe create a blog, to journal about your life, or even write a book and be there for other women in the world who think that they are alone, but they're actually not. Because I truly believe that even though it seems hard at the moment and it's difficult, it's there for a purpose. Like everything happens for a reason, to make you stronger, to give you a lesson, to even learn something about yourself, to for example, what it helped me to realize that I should be a less codependent person and I shouldn't be a people pleaser, because that's mainly what happens to these women who attract narcissists. We are heavily codependent on the opinions of others. We are people pleasers. We want to please everyone, but it's like impossible. And narcissist psychopaths usually are attracted by these types because they think that, okay, these are people who we can easily manipulate because they don't want to hurt anyone, and we have no boundaries. And of course, once you do not have any boundaries, you cannot really say no. You are like a magnet to these other narcissists who can take advantage of you. So that would be one thing, to work on the codependency and create firm boundaries and ability to say no to the abuse or to whatever makes you feel uncomfortable, even though you might feel guilty about this. But gradually you might learn, and then that's the way how you will show these abusive people that they really can't control your life anymore. What I would like to focus on in my videos, I think, would be mainly like a problem of the topic of the single moms in general who went through emotional abuse in the past, and giving you some tips and advice how to heal and how to create life of your dreams, and just to know that you're not alone, and create the support group over here, on YouTube, of all of the women and single mothers in general who would like to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I hope that you really enjoy this video, and I want to start uploading more videos. Sorry, like this is my first video ever on YouTube, and I'll try to improve in terms of the quality of my video, as well as as well as my speech, you know. Sorry for my English, I'm not a native, I studied in the UK, but I do make mistakes, so be patient with me, and I hope you like this video. I hope to see you soon. I'm sending you lots of love. Bye, take care.